Ladies and gentlemen, grab your giant tubs of popcorn because we've got a story that's juicier than a Costco rotisserie chicken. Yes, the legend himself, Reverend Al Sharpton, has managed to pull off the impossible, organizing a boycott that turned into a why bother cot. So, here's the deal. Al Sharpton thought he'd hit Costco where it hurts. The wallet. His brilliant master plan? Rally his supporters to buy more stuff from Costco to support DEI initiatives. Sounds simple, right? Like, who doesn't love an excuse to buy a 144-pack of toilet paper and a kayak you didn't know you needed? Well, plot twist. Turns out his supporters took the buyout of Buycott. Yep, they showed up with their moral outrage, but forgot their wallets. Imagine staging a protest that involves shopping, and your biggest act of defiance is window shopping.
It is Saturday. A lot of people doing their shopping, some of them specifically choosing Costco after other companies ditched their diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Our Brittany Miller spoke to shoppers today in Harlem.
This wasn't your average trip to the grocery store. Every purchase had a purpose.
We're going to shop where we're wanted.
100 members of the National Action Network joined Reverend Al Sharpton to shop at Costco in support of the company's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Shareholders recently voted against a proposal to assess the risks.
This is not a boycott. This is a Buycott, where we are buying into companies that are supporting DEI measures.
This comes days after President Donald Trump signed an executive order to get rid of DEI programs. Related documents on websites like the U.S. Office of Personnel Management are gone. An HBCU conference at Rutgers University, funded by the Department of Labor, was canceled. The president has also called for all federal DEI staff to be put on paid leave and eventually laid off.
DEI started to gain traction after the killing of George Floyd. Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race needs to be dealt with.
Recently, Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's, and Meta have all rolled back their policies. The latest company to ditch DEI is Target.
I think many of them are realizing that these DEI programs were unfair. We find out when it's actually implemented, it's more like discrimination.
That's not true at all.
DEI programs basically prevent us from going backwards to a time when white supremacy and white straight men ruled the law of the land. So we are trying to prevent that pushback, which is clearly happening in this administration right now.
And this isn't the end to their call to action. Reverend Al Sharpton says over the next 90 days, they'll identify businesses who have abandoned those DEI policies and boycott them. In Harlem, Brittany Miller, News 4 New York.
As you can see, no one is buying anything, just browsing for a photo op. And one of Sharpton followers is telling everyone to buy something in Costco, but to no avail.
You do not shop. Please, the story will be you all didn't shop. Go back and shop. Pull them Costco cards. Gave out cards. We do not need you all. We'll see you on the way back. We need you to go in and shop, please.
Reports say supporters refused to purchase anything. That's right, folks. They marched into Costco, stared longingly at the free samples, and left with nothing but crushed dreams and maybe a complimentary toothpick. I mean, how do you mess up a protest that involves buying stuff? It's like trying to fail at breathing. Were they allergic to bargains? Did the thought of a bulk deal send them into an existential crisis? Here's the kicker. Costco sales didn't just survive, they thrived. Regular customers looked around, saw the chaos, and thought, hey, maybe I do need 50 pounds of quinoa. So, to sum it up, Al Sharpton's Buycott was less power to the people and more oops, we forgot to shop. But hey, at least they got their steps in, walking around aimlessly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're planning your next protest, maybe bring a shopping list. Just saying.